Hello. Happy Tuesday to you. I wanted to do a quick video while my husband is gone and not judging me. I read a post in a Facebook group I'm in of other moms that about baby essentials that are not crazy expensive. And I experienced this, which is another reason why I talked myself into making some videos, even though it's just with my phone, nothing fancy. But because a lot of videos you look up on YouTube of baby must-haves, they're either not a must-have, they're a luxury or a convenience rather, or they're really expensive. The products that are suggested are really expensive. So I'm going to go through my nursery, quote unquote, because we're in the same room. I'm going to go through my nursery and point out a couple things that I did or that I found that was a really good deal and that I think might help some of you. So, first thing on my list of, well, I say list, this is off the top of my head. First thing that I want to share with you is our crib because, okay, so here's the thing. When I was planning her room, I've been to Brazil 3 times, and the last time we went, we made a special trip to a store in the city that excuse me, that had bassinets. Now, I can't speak for the entire country of Brazil, but the area of the country that we were in, people sleep in what they call hedgies, which is kind of it's their hammock. It's not like your backyard hammock that's like spread open. They are awesome. They're super comfortable. We have one, but and actually I slept in one when I was a kid when my mom went to Brazil and she brought me one home. Anyway, so they have hedgies. Well, this one store had bassinet hedgies or hedgie bassinets. And so it is like rectangular. It has a board and a little mattress, and then it suspends from the ceiling. So we bought one, and I had seen it a couple years before when I was there, and I was like, oh, I gotta have one of those. Those are super cute. And so when my husband went back with me, we decided to buy one. Well, it's still tucked away in a suitcase because we're sharing a room for right now. I initially wanted to be in our new house. That's another story. I planned on having her own room, and we don't. And back in April, we had a really, really bad storm come through, like worst storm I've ever seen in my life. A tornado came through our garage, our detached garage, and our neighbor's trampoline came through our bedroom window and pushed. Luckily, the window didn't break. It just like knocked it out of the frame. And the window came in right where I would have this bassinet hanging. And I was like, ooh, I need to rethink this. And so until we have a safer environment, which is probably going to be after she's well out of, like she's going to outgrow that bassinet before we would have a chance to use it with her. So it might be something that we just save for another one. But anyway, that was my initial plan. So I was not planning on having a crib. I was not planning on spending the money on it because they're crazy expensive. If you want like a cute one, like not one that looks like out of a 1950s like hospital or something, which I think are creepy, but whatever. So this is what we did. We went to a store called Bye Bye Baby. For us, it's like an hour and a half away. But we went up there. They offer a welcome bag, which is another thing. I didn't even think about those. Oh, okay. welcome bags. Let me talk about this because I won't forget about the crib and I will forget about the bags. So Amazon, Target, Walmart, Bye Bye Baby are the 4 that I know and have gotten welcome boxes or bags from. And what it is it's just a bunch of baby products, samples, coupons, lots of coupons for different things. And some of them are just like advertisement, like just like marketing cards or whatever for baby products or products for you, for mom. Take advantage of those. They're nice. Like Amazon's box is legit. I got a swaddle from them, a muslin swaddle, full size, like, because a lot of them are travel size or sample things. So you get like a little pouch of diaper cream or something like that that's like a one-time use thing. So you can try it and then be like, oh yeah, I think I'll buy some. No, Amazon hooks you up. I got a muslin swaddle. I got a onesie from them. I got several bottles, and not like the little tiny ones, like an 8-ounce bottle. And most of the ones that you get in these boxes are either a Dr. Brown's anti-colic. Actually, all the ones I got are anti-colic, which is super nice. Either a Dr. Brown's or I think I've gotten a few ma'am, is that how you say it? M-A-M, I guess. I can't remember. I can do a separate video on what I got in those if I can remember it. What I got in all of them. Anyway, and welcome boxes, get them. So I drove all the way up there for a welcome box because I didn't know what was in it. So it's basically Bed Bath & Beyond for babies. Like, it's overwhelming how much baby stuff they have. Like the car seat section, I didn't even go in the car seat section. Like my brain couldn't even have handled it that day. It was nuts. Anyway, okay, so we go to Bye Bye Baby and we're looking at cribs, and it's set up like a showroom, like at Lowe's when you go and like look at kitchen stuff, and they have all these like sample kitchen like cabinets and stuff set up so you can kind of see like how it lays out and what matches with what. That's how they have like cribs and dressers and changing tables and wall decor. Like they'll have a little corner set up and everything in that corner is themed. So you might have like a boho girl thing, and it's like pale pinks and greens, like sage color and like little cutesy stuff, you know what I mean? And they have tons of them set up so you can see examples. And then of course they sell everything that's set up there. So you could potentially just walk in and be like, I want this room, and then you could go buy it. It would be very expensive. Anyway, so over by this section is Scratch and Dent. And if you know anything about Scratch and Dent, sometimes it's the smallest thing that will save you a lot of money on something. So like, if your grocery store has a Scratch and Dent for produce, a lot of times it's fine. It's just not going to last a week. Like, it's like potatoes, like loose potatoes that fell out of a bag or something, and they like throw them in another bag and charge you like a quarter of the price. That's basically what we did for our crib, and it is amazing. So we got a crib and a dresser. The dresser is pretty beat up. I'll give them that. The dresser was pretty bad. It's in our garage. Months later, I still don't know what I'm going to do with it or how I'm going to salvage it. I don't know yet. I don't need it right now, so that's why I'm not worried about it. However, the crib. Guys, this is a $600 crib. And we got both of them, the rough dresser and the crib, for $250. Now, we were an hour and a half away from home driving a small crossover. And I was like, can you ship this to me? They're like, well, it's going to be $150. And I'm like, I don't want to spend that much on shipping when I'm not spending that much on the actual product. I mean, the amount of shipping compared to what we would be paying for it was too much. It was not worth it for me. So we found a buddy with a trailer that was willing to drive to Mason and pick it up for us. So this is our beautiful brand new baby crib, and let me show you the scratch and dent. Like I said, the dresser deserved to be in scratch and dent. I would show you if it was in here, but it's out in the garage. The garage is not attached to the house, so it's way out there, and I don't want to go out there. And it's cold. It's cold outside today, and I don't feel like going out there. So that deserved to be on scratch and dent. But I'm guessing because it was a matching set, they sold it together on scratch and dent. To be honest, this is just crazy. It's crazy to me. Let me show you this. All right. So this crib, it has these like curved sides up here, which are absolutely beautiful. It's a little bit rustic. I love it. This is the scratch that put it on scratch and dent. Right there. Just that little split, little cosmetic thing. So for now, I have a blanket that someone made for us over top of it. Obviously, when she gets older, that can't be there. When she gets to where she's pulling herself up and she can reach that, and that can hurt her little fingers, I'll figure something out. But I have a few months. I have a few months to figure that out. I'm not worried about it right now. We'll figure it out. So, furniture, scratch and dent. Check it out, because you can find some good stuff. Her dresser, which is right here, was $3.99. This was my mom's dresser for years. I mean, years and years and years. When I was growing up, this was her dresser. And this was exactly what I wanted. I wanted a dresser that had the big drawers, but I wanted smaller drawers across the top, because I didn't want to spend a whole bunch of money on drawer organizers, because when you have small items like you do for baby, small clothes, socks, all that stuff, you can't just throw it all in a drawer because it's going to be a freaking mess. So I think I did, yeah, I showed the inside of her drawers on my nursery tour video where I got the drawer organizers from IKEA. But I got them a long time ago. I don't know if they still have them, but I'm sure you can order like the same idea, the same concept on Amazon or whatever if you wanted. So I got her dresser for free. I painted it, so I spent $100 on paint just because I'm extra and I wanted to do the ombre drawers. And so that cost me a little bit of extra money. If you wanted to just paint it one color, then obviously that would be cheaper. And the hardware store in our town doesn't have samples. Like, you know, you can go to Lowe's and get a sample of paint, and it's actually a good amount of paint. I could have done that with this and spent half the money, maybe less than that. I could have just gone to Lowe's and gotten a sample of each one of these colors, and then I probably could have just gotten a sample of the white too, because I did paint the frame, like the framing of the actual dresser, and then the small drawers probably could have been all been done with a sample as well. So that's another hack for you. If you're painting something small, go to a larger, I like to support our small local businesses, and so I spent the extra money to get a quart when I knew I didn't need it, but whatever. But if you don't care and you want to save some more pennies, go to a big box hardware store and ask for a sample. Pick out the swatch from the wall, ask for a sample of that color, and it'll stretch pretty far. Let's see, what else do I have in here? Oh, my nursing chair. This chair, let me turn it around here. That's another thing that's super expensive is nursery chairs. Um, and I noticed that if you didn't want one that like the back was like the big like I'm gonna say air balloon shape, if you know what I mean. Really, really cushy, really like big. You can find those for not too bad of a price, but I didn't like that style. I didn't want that. It felt very church nursery-ish to me. I just didn't. That's not the feel I wanted. So this was more like what I wanted. This chair, I wanted more of like a sleek style. But if you get into those, they're very expensive because they're trendy. And that's what everybody wants. And so my husband found that chair on Fast Track Auction. I don't know if that's a thing that's everywhere or if that's just around here. I don't know. But I mean, everybody, like, there's auction stuff everywhere, I think. I don't know. Fast Track Auction, it's an online auction. He found that chair for $60. Now, I will say, it is small. My pregnant self barely fits in it, and it's kind of hard to get out of right now. But, I mean, I'm 39 and a half weeks, so getting out of any seated position is a full-blown workout. So, but that's another thing you can look for. Actually, you could look for cribs, dressers, changing tables, anything like that, any furniture type stuff. Check a local auction. See what they have. So that was a steal. Saved us a lot. This bassinet came from Amazon. My sister bought it for us. So it's not something that I personally spent my money on, but it was something I was going to spend my money on anyway. So it didn't matter if she bought it or not. Like, I was going to have to buy one. Because even though, and this, you can see, I'm sitting on my bed. This distance to the crib is very short. It's literally 2 steps. However, I don't know exactly what to expect. I'll be honest, because this is my first rodeo. However, I'm planning on being laid up at least for a few days, if not a couple weeks. So even with a dream come true delivery, nothing goes wrong, whatever, I'm still going to want to lay in bed for a couple days. So I knew that I would not want to get out of bed, walk over to the crib, pick her up, take her to the nursery chair, or back to bed, whichever, to feed her every 2 hours all night long. So I wanted a bedside bassinet. Now, our space is very limited here. I've talked about that before. Like, that's our door frame. That's my bed. Very limited space. And then my husband's side is no better. So, very limited space. However, I knew that this was going to work better than me trying to get up. And at the time when I was planning all this, my husband's like, well, I'll just get up and hand her to you. I'm like, let's not count on that. I mean, don't get me wrong. My husband is probably the most helpful husband ever. Like, he's amazing. I love him to death. He does everything. I mean, well, he's not a fan of scrubbing the shower, but, you know, it's all right. He mainly does all of our laundry. He does dishes. He'll clean up stuff. He'll vacuum. Like, he takes care of the dogs. Like, he's amazing. Anyway, but I knew that, especially me, like, I didn't want to have to wake him up every 2 hours. Like, there's no sense in both of us being absolutely sleep deprived all the time. So I knew that I needed a different plan, even in my limited space. So Bedside bassinets will run you, it's a wide range, just kind of like cribs. If you want like a cheapo one, you can get a cheapo one. And then there's like the Mac Daddy Halo, you know, that takes up a ridiculous amount of space, and they weigh as much as the crib does. Like, they're so heavy and you can't move them. Whatever. Anyway, you have those options. My sister found this one on Amazon, and it surprised me because I couldn't find this one on Amazon. She sent me a link to it, and then when I went to search it later, couldn't find it. Like, when you look up bedside bassinets, is the one, it's just not in the top search results. Your top search results are anywhere between, like, I don't know, $150 and up. Which may not sound like a lot, but when you're pinching pennies on this stuff, it adds up. So, we got that one. I think she paid $50 for it. It has a little cargo net on the bottom, so I can store stuff in it. I'm not going to because I have my little utility cart set up over here. But nice thing about this bassinet, though, is it has this cover on it. It unsnaps under here. I think, hang on. There it is. These snaps are really tight. Okay, just trust me. It unsnaps. And this folds up and it zips, and it's like a screen over top of it. So you can take this outside if you want. Like if you're out having a picnic or a campfire or something. Take this outside. Put baby in it, zip it up. No bugs. No bugs, no dirt, no grass. Keeps it all out. Super nice. $50. Not bad. And it's collapsible. I didn't tell you that. It's collapsible, so it folds in half. So it's a little bit more friendly for on the go. Okay. I've mentioned before that about a half an hour from us, we have a bargain store. It's brand new. And it's amazing. I've found several things there. And it's hit or miss. Like, you just gotta go and see what's there. One day we were there, I think it was a $3 day. So everything in the store was $3. They had a bin mounded with baby wipes. And I was like, yo, I'm coming back on 50-cent day. And I'm going to swipe up a bunch of these baby wipes. I went back on 50-cent day and they were all gone. Somebody had beat me to it. So, like, things like that where, like, that's a great place to get them, but you have to get them at the right time. Because, like, when I was there and there was a ton, they were $3 a pack, but that's not a good deal. So I waited 2 days and then I waited too long. But, you know, it happens. But that day, that $3 day, I did snatch up nursing pads. These 2 giant boxes of them for $3. And the way this store works, like, if something is packaged together, if it's attached in some way, so, like, because they were in this plastic bag, I got both boxes for $3. So I didn't have to pay $3 per box, which probably still would have been a really good deal, but I will not have to buy nursing pads. Hopefully I like those. Whatever. It's fine. I'm trying to think of what else. I tend to be impatient when I'm planning for things. I want to just get everything I need right now. I want to get it home. I want to get it organized and have everything have its place and just get it over with. I don't like waiting to the last minute to do things. So, which is hilarious because I procrastinated a lot when I was in school, but that's besides the point. So something that I did was I went on Amazon and I ordered a bunch of stuff, and I probably shouldn't have. I ordered, like, I don't know, like $130 worth of stuff of things that, like little things, like diaper cream. I did order a thermometer, like one of the infrared ones, like the trigger ones, and it didn't work. I just sent it back. And then bargain store coming in clutch again. And then my sister-in-law found this at the bargain store. It's a pacifier thermometer. I'd never seen one, but that's super cool. So I was pumped about that. But I ordered a lot of little things that I could have waited on. Because right now, I'm 39 and Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, 3 days. Everybody is asking me, do you need anything? Do you need anything? Do you have everything? Are you ready? What do you need? What can we get for you? And I don't have an answer to that question because I don't need anything, because I was dumb and I ordered it when, like, people, let's say I didn't have this bassinet yet. And I'm like, oh yeah, I still need a bedside bassinet. And they go on Amazon and they search in bedside bassinets and they see that they're like $150, $200. Maybe you have people that don't care to drop that kind of money on just anything. I don't. And if I do, I don't know that they are that way, and that's okay. I don't want to. And two, I don't want to ask people to do that. I didn't ask my sister to buy this. I wouldn't have asked anybody to buy this. I would have just figured it out. That's just how I am, though. But the things that would be really easy in those last few weeks, when people that maybe missed your baby shower, or maybe you're just not that close to them, but they still want to get you a little something. Maybe they didn't get invited to your baby shower. Like, baby brain was a real thing. I forgot so many people to invite to my baby shower, and I felt really bad about it, but I'm just like, sorry. It's just the reality right now. These people are now wanting to get us something, and I don't have anything to tell them. And that would be a great thing. Be like, you know what? I am short a few tubes of diaper cream. Diaper cream's like $12. Like, I bought a multi-pack on Amazon for like $12 or whatever. Like, that $12 I didn't really need to spend. And those $12 add up, like, over time. You know, like, I mean, which honestly, I didn't ask anyone for nursing supplies. I feel like that's kind of a personal thing. And there's so many brands, there's so many different like types of products. I just wanted that to be something that I bought for myself. Mainly because I didn't know what I needed or wanted. I don't know what brand. Another thing is that I don't want to ask someone for something and then it not work for me, or I not like it, which actually happened. I had something on my registry and someone bought it for me and I hated it when I got it because I don't know what I'm doing. But, and I felt so bad. I felt so bad. My husband just got home. Okay, last tip I have is to check your thrift store, consignment shop, resale store. We have one in Cincinnati called Once Upon a Child, and it's all kid stuff. My sister-in-law found this butterfly nursing pillow, which is the style that I wanted after researching for cheap. I got a boba wrap for $16. Those are like $50 wraps. So obviously when you're buying secondhand like that, just be mindful, make sure you wash it really good, all that stuff. But yeah, I hope it's helpful. Good luck.